Yeah, it is only fair. Welcome to special episode 50 of the Game Bowl Podcast, your weekly. Applause, applause. I actually have it ready this time.
Dad, are you proud of me yet?
Dad. But yeah, so that you're probably confused as to why I let Brett win our game of rock, paper, scissors. But that was because we messed up before, and it's only fair. Yeah, so I blame Cody, even though it wasn't really his fault. Anyways, I am your host, Grant, and joining me here today, the victor of rock, paper, scissors, is Brett.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
I came to a realization over the weekend.
What?
You know how for the last 17 years I was saying Uncharted 1's the best?
Yeah.
It's not the best.
What is the best?
Uncharted 3.
Still wrong.
Oof.
No.
Yeah, you're even more wrong now.
No.
You're still wrong.
Are you guys Uncharted 2 guys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
sure.
my god, I feel so bad for you.
What, you feel bad for me?
Yeah, you guys have been lied to.
Oh, no.
By who? Myself?
Yourselves.
Oh. Well, the other person who favors Uncharted 2 is Jason. Jason.
Yeah.
How you
Apparently
doing?
Jake
2-1 we win.
According to the comment section.
If we had a like a battle, Uncharted 2 would win.
No, Uncharted 3 won.
No.
Uncharted 2
But-
is a huge improvement in the storytelling and everything over 1.
Mhm.
But it still just doesn't quite hit it like 3 can.
Okay.
Like
Hold on. We'll do that and when we're actually in the segment, Brett.
okay, that's fair.
Don't jump ahead.
That's fair.
Episode 50 of the Game Bowl Podcast, a special episode. We're going to do some reflecting back on the past year of the Game Bowl, which was was it? No, it was 3 days ago. It was on the 12th, I'm pretty sure.
I wasn't sure how. I think it was like this weekend.
Yeah, it was this week. 1 year of the Game Bowl. So we'll be looking back on that
That's
stuff.
7 in dog years.
That's true, you know.
In case you didn't know that.
So we've been around for 7 years. Yeah, happy 7-year.
If you're a dog, of course. I don't know if anybody here's a dog.
I know we have our.
If you're a dog, yes, but you have to have a rough.
I know. I did the math, plugged some numbers, and about 7.5% of our audience are dogs.
Really?
2 of them are yours, and 2 of them are John's.
That makes sense. That's
about it. You know, that equals 7.5%.
yeah. You get one bark in every episode, and we haven't got
At
it yet.
least,
But
you know, haven't yet.
Plus, we were just talking about Naughty Dog. Like,
yeah,
you know?
Naughty Dog's the other 86%.
Wow.
Yeah, look at that.
But yeah. This is episode 50 of the Game of Podcast, your weekly dose of lightning bottle. Again, joined here by Brett and Jason. We won't have anyone else. Like normally, there would be a special guest, but we don't have anything like that because we're bad.
We're poor.
Not today.
Not today. And then what am I missing? Official podcast, thegamebowl.com, post to iTunes every Tuesday, YouTube every Wednesday. Now playing section is what we always start off with, and today is no different. So, Brett, why don't you continue with your Uncharted rant?
Okay, so when I'm looking back, and to be fair, I'm not officially done Uncharted 3 yet. I have.
See, that's cheating.
I would say like an hour and a half, 2 hours left. And my save, it says like 93% complete. So, Uncharted 1 is a good game. To simply put it, it's fun. It's a fun game. Uncharted
1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm just kind of describing them all. Uncharted 2 is, of course, an improvement. It's a very good game. I definitely see why people love it, but
So you think 2 is better than 1 as well?
yes. It's
Yes.
not my cup of tea. Hey, DJ Ruff, welcome to the 50th episode.
Oh my god. I should have got an air horn. Dang it. No.
So, Uncharted 2 is very good, but Uncharted 3, I just feel like that's where Druckmann, Straley, and the company really just, they started to really take off in terms of the narrative and character development and everything, and really pulling on the emotional strings, if you will. And I think that's where they really improved the most in terms of that aspect. Also, I mean, all 3 games look great. See, I've been, of course, playing the Nathan Drake collection. I'm glad I played it because now I'm excited for Uncharted 4, and if you haven't played the series yet, definitely play it. It's very good, and I'm actually glad I took this weekend to replay the series. So that's Uncharted for me. Uncharted 3 is the best.
Yes.
Whoa, kind of cool that your 50th episode is on my birthday. Happy birthday, DJ Rift. Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday,
you,
DJ. I
sir.
always want to say DJ Rift, but that's not what it is at all.
DJ Rift.
Bah, 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 bah.
But also I have been playing Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor. I'm on the last third of the game, I would guess. I'm 30 hours in, and basically how the story works now at this point is they're called the Bells, or these BEL. They're like special demons who are trying to take over the demon throne, and control all the demons and be the all-powerful one. And I've destroyed apparently, I guess there are five of them, and I've killed one of the demons, and at this point now I'm at the second one I'm fighting, and it's just a matter of I need to both grind because he's like probably 10 or so levels above me, so it's is almost like it'll be a lot tougher than if I were say 5 or 4 levels below him, and it's just a matter of getting because he's weak to ice spells. I mean, spells will work, but he's strong to them, so they're not going to do as much damage. So I just have to use ice spells, and I'm trying to just grind out so all my main character and all my demons have ice spells, so I can just kind of take him out in one blow and not even worry about the rest of the demons on the map. But it's really good. It's taking a lot of interesting turns. It's getting pretty intense with the story and how the Tokyo is basically blocked off and the government is behind it, and it's like a war of angels versus demons, and I'm at the sixth day, I believe, and you start to see the progression. Like the police just don't really exist anymore. There's no law of the land or anything. They have they're called comps, which are basically just DSs. Like you can summon demons with them, and people are using that to bully others and just steal and pillage and everything. And it's like it's the society is just completely broken, and it's tough to like see all these like innocent people in harm, and all these other people like resorting to lows just to survive, knowing that like the seventh day, the final day when everybody's supposed to get annihilated by the government is eventually going to come. So it's really good so far, and I'm looking forward to playing the sequel.
Mm-hmm. Sounds cool. And you went through it much faster than last week.
Yeah,
Story.
yeah. I don't want to take up too much time here, but
Yeah, we got stuff to do.
yeah.
Jason.
Cody says people have technology to summon demons. Yes, in Japan,
Yeah, that's what they do.
in the Shin Megami Tensei universe.
That's how things work.
Yes.
Jason, do your games have any demons in it?
No. I had to think about it for a minute, actually.
I was like,
Oh,
that was
yeah.
a pause.
So I've been playing a couple of the big indies that came out earlier this year, or at the beginning of this year already, and I'm kind of indecisive.
Ooh.
There you go.
What's
Uh,
what's an episode without a pun from Jason?
Yeah, gotta have a couple. It's episode 50.
We
Gotta
are
celebrate.
witness to his puns.
Actually, Jason, tell me about the witness, because we haven't talked about it on here yet, because I don't think anyone who's been on has played it yet.
It's bummed you guys didn't talk about it, but at the same time, it's tough because it's like you can't really talk about it because like people that haven't played it, it's like it's one of those games you really don't want to spoil for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure you've seen it from the trailers. Like you start off like kind of solving these like little puzzles on
Yeah,
monitors.
I've seen like the first few minutes of gameplay. I haven't seen anything
Right.
past that, though.
And it starts off really easy. You're just kind of like tracing lines and whatnot. But then the world opens up after about 5 minutes, and you can go anywhere. And right in the first like 5 minutes, you'll walk into puzzles, and you're like, I have no idea what this means. But it's amazing because you'll walk like for 20, 30 minutes, and you'll find something, and it just clicks, and you just all of a sudden you understand what the puzzle means, and it's like so hard to like articulate that without like spoiling
Right.
what this game is about. It's just like if you're into puzzle games, like just pick this game up. If you're not, like watch a few minutes of gameplay, and if it's not your thing, don't get it. But I mean, this is my game of the year so far.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah.
I think if this came out last year, just like a month earlier, this would have been my game of the year last year.
Really?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's that impressive already.
It's that impressive, yeah. And I found a few like really cool secrets really early on too that I really wanted to do a video of, but then I was like, I don't know if this is a game where I want to put like videos of it up because it's like you know, you don't really want to spoil it for other people. And I felt like there's probably a ton of other people that have found those by now
It's
too.
something
But
you want to experience for yourself.
yeah, it would be a low blow to Jonathan Blow.
Yeah. um, I I have an interest in it, but at the same but at the same time, I'm atrocious when it comes to puzzles and
I
puzzle
love
games. Like I'm
puzzles.
just like I it takes me forever. Like when I play Uncharted, like I wait until it says like hint, do this, idiot.
Oh
Here's
yeah.
how you do it. I'm like, oh, it's that
Yeah.
simple. And like I just know like even if I spend 5 minutes, I can't figure it out. I'm just like screw it. Like I just, it's not worth the time. And I know I should challenge myself and really use my brain and try and wrap my head around the puzzles. It's just I get impatient and I'm like this isn't worth it. So I at the moment I'm not willing to buy it, but it has interested me for sure.
Yeah, and I think, you know, a lot of people, I know this isn't why you're not buying it, but I know a lot of people see like that it's $40 and I think it kind of scares them away because they're like, oh, this is like just a little like indie game. But I mean, it's
Isn't it
like,
like 70 hours and stuff?
yeah,
It's usually
it can take
quite
that
quite
long.
Like
huge.
it can be.
Yeah, it took me like 2 weeks, but I haven't done everything that I could do. Like there's a ton of stuff that I still haven't done in the game that I can go back and do. So I'm gonna do it
Oh,
eventually
so
because
it's
I,
like not every puzzle like required to beat the
yeah, I
game.
think you have to solve like 60% of the puzzles to beat the game.
Okay.
So yeah, I beat it in about 2 weeks, and there's still like a ton for me to do. I probably still have like 30% of the game left.
Oh wow.
So
So Ryan is here, says Witness is awesome and hello.
Ryan,
And
shout
Michael
out.
is here. He says
Michael,
hello,
shout out.
boys and girls. And Brett and Ryan says happy 50th. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you so much for stopping by with us. And
And Brett says, "Hey, babe."
that was with Michael. Ryan, you are a doll yourself.
what up,
Mm.
fam?
What's going
Sup,
on, fam? How you
fam?
doing?
So I'm gonna move on from the witness just because I don't want to really spoil
Yeah.
any more of that.
Hmm.
I'm gonna move on to Firewatch, which is actually the competitor to the Apple Watch. So I've
Oh
been
wow.
tinking around with
Really?
that. It's pretty
Is it
amazing.
on
Really?
Amazon?
Was it like
Yeah,
the Amazon Fire Watch?
yeah. Except it's actually like
Amazon
it's on
Fire
fire. It's
TV
so hot.
stick. I'm Gary Busey, and I'm crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Is
my.
it the rival to the Ouya Tuya?
Oh, for sure.
I
Okay.
don't know. YouTube
It's so
is the
much
greatest
better.
console to
No,
ever
I
come.
think Ouya Tuya is gonna blow everything out of the water.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Oh
This
yeah, Betsy.
Firewatch, it's pretty hot.
You better watch out for it.
How much is it?
So
$89.
anyways, so Firewatch, you guys have probably seen a little bit of that by now too. It's
Mhm.
you play as this character named Hank, and it takes place in this like forest in Wyoming, and you're a Firewatch, so you're like looking for fires. But what really surprised me right away was there was some really cool stuff that they didn't spoil before this game came out, like right in the beginning. So this is another one where it's like really tough because it's like anything I say is kind of a spoiler of this game.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people have been like really hard on this one too, just for how short it is, because you can beat it in like 3 or 4 hours, and it's like a $20 game.
That bothers me. I'll go to that after you finish your thoughts.
Yeah, and I mean, to me, it's still totally worth it. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, a movie is what a DVD is like twenty
Yeah,
dollars,
15, $20.
and a DVD is like half as long as this game.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get like if you watch that movie over and over again, like it's just the same movie. Like this one, you can go through it again and you know make different choices. So, but yeah, it's all about a game where like basically you're on a like walkie-talkie with another Firewatch person who is just like I don't know, she's conveying information to you back and forth over I believe it's a 70-day period.
Okay.
Oh,
And she's constantly like calling you, and you don't have to pick it up. But if you do pick it up, you always have like 4 or 5 options of like different things you can say back to her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I just thought that was really neat. Like I haven't really seen another game do that yet, and so I kind of like that constant banter. And I always picked it up. Like I've heard some people say like they've ignored her sometimes, or like they were like a jerk the whole time or whatever.
Oh
Like I
wow.
always tried to be the funny guy because you
Mm-hmm.
can be kind of like funny, and it gives the character a different attitude. But yeah, I mean, I really liked the whole middle portion of this game, the whole like banter back and forth and the story of it. But there was some stuff I didn't really like too. Like there's a major game mechanic early on. You get a camera, and I'm trying to think of how I can convey this without spoiling it, but basically there's like 18 pictures left on it they can take. It's like a film camera because this game takes place in the 80s.
Okay.
And you can take them however you want. But the other lady, she keeps calling me on the radio, and she says, "Make sure you take a picture of this, or make sure you take a picture of that at different events in the game." And I thought this is going to be like a major part of the end of this game. Like I'm going to need evidence of different things,
Mm-hmm.
and it bothered me because that turned out to be like absolutely nothing. And
Hmm.
Oh
they just
man.
like they made it out to be like this huge like game mechanic. And so there's a couple other things like that in there too that I don't want to spoil, but those are the kind of things that bothered me, not really how short the game was, because I still really like the story, but it was just yeah, there's a couple game mechanics like I just don't understand why they were there if they kind of like throw them in your face so much, like they were kind of meaningless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but initially what I was gonna say is I don't I haven't really paid attention to any like feedback on Firewatch and its length, but that just upsets me that people are complaining about a $20 game being, only, potentially like 3 to 5 hours. I mean, look at a game like Journey. I mean, I love
Yeah, I
Journey.
was gonna
Journey's
say Journey,
fantastic.
but
That's
it's
that's
like
what,
only a couple
$20,
hours.
and that's 2 hours. That's shorter than Firewatch. So it's a dumb argument in my opinion. And you can't really complain about a game being too short or too long. Like, if you don't like it, don't buy it, don't play it. I mean, you vote with your wallet. You don't have to play the game. I mean, just, you know, if other people want to enjoy the game, let them enjoy the game. Don't try and deter them away because, oh, it's only 4 hours. Like, well, maybe somebody wants to experience those 4 hours. And they want to just, escape into this world. Um, so, enjoy it. And if you don't like it, don't play it.
Hmm.
Also, check out Matthew. He just put up his Firewatch review, and it was
Yeah,
really it
check
was
it
really
out.
well written. I was very pleased when I read that through. I was like, oh, this is really
Shout out to
nice.
Matthew Oxars.
He's Canadian. I don't know his last name, honestly. He's a very nice fellow.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Canadian. Well, I mean,
just kind of picking back off that statement. I feel like that's something that comes up every year
I
about
mean, the order
games
was
being too
last
yeah, I was
short.
gonna say the order last year.
Yeah, and I just feel like that needs to drop. But what makes me really sad now is on Steam. I know something came up today. I didn't see it. I know
Oh
Kyle posted
yeah,
something in the
I
chat.
didn't read into it. I've heard like a small gist of it.
But yeah, like you can get refunds for just about anything now, like coming up with anything, and people are saying like, "Oh, the game's too short. I want a refund or whatever," and
Mm.
they probably will get it too, And it's just like that stuff makes me really sad because like those
Yeah, it
people
kind of
worked
sucks.
really hard on that game, so
hmm
you know it's better to support them. Like, why ask for your money back? How stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I think Steam, what, like, you can play for 2 hours, and then once it's hit past 2 hours, you can't get a refund anymore, or something like that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the exact details, but I've heard or have heard something like that. I'll look it up now.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, I won't go too much into that either because that's another game I don't want to
More
spoil.
spoilers, yeah.
Other than that, I've been playing Pokemon TCGO, and I won't talk too much about that just because I think I brought that up before. And
Spoilers.
yeah, spoilers. There's cards.
You
Uh,
use Pokemon.
yeah, use Digimon actually, not
Okay,
that.
so real quick,
All
just
right.
a button real quickly. The Steam refund offer within 2 weeks of purchase and with two less than 2 hours of playtime applies to games and software applications on the Steam store. So
Oh,
if you have a game for if you buy a game and within 2 weeks you want to refund it, you can get your money back. And you haven't played it for more than 2 hours, you can get your money back there too.
Okay.
There too.
hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah,
I
I
should
mean,
be aware
just,
of that.
these people worked hard in this game. If you're interested, play it, but you don't fuss because it's too short. I mean, look at other indie games. It's like, come on.
Right.
Oh well.
Anyway, Pokemon TCGO, they just released some new card packs called Point Break. Or wait, yeah, Point Break. So
Oh, is
Aren't
Keanu
those like
Reeves in it?
horizontal
yeah,
cards? I guess I'll-
yeah, he's in it. Yeah, no,
Patrick
he's
Swayze.
a trainer.
Ah!
So there's like 120 new cards there, I believe, and then they're releasing another pack at the end of the year called Generations, where they're going back into the first generation again. So
Okay.
you'll see like a bunch of like Charizard, Blastoise, like all the original Pokemon being kind of re-released as new cards again. So that got me kind of excited about it again, and I went on and started playing, and I won. It was 2 nights ago. I said to myself like I'm gonna go to bed after I lose my first match, and I won 25 matches in a row.
Holy cow.
So yeah, so and it's this dark I have like a dark deck that I put together, and Cody hates it. Just ask him about it
I remember
because I've
watching
got kind of a
stream
cheap
and you
tactic.
kept using one of those cards, and he was getting so mad.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and so they have a card now that well, they have a couple cards that stop you from using those techniques. So that really hurt me. So the next day I lost like the next 4 or 5 matches once people started putting those cards in their deck.
Hmm.
But then I quickly turned that around and I won another 25 matches in a row. So my new deck is like I think it's like 50 and 4 or something like
Oh
that.
wow.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty.
Cody says it is actually called Breakpoint, and then Michael says I have over 100 codes and just ordered a Breakpoint booster box, so I'll have more. Cody says the deck is grimy. It's not illegal, so I don't blame you for using it though. Um, I so when they add, you say 120 new cards or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's about how many they add
Is
each.
it updated Pokemon, or is it Pokemon that weren't in the game before?
Oh no, they have like tons of variant cards of each Pokemon. So like this one had even like Pokemon from Gen 1 in there being
Okay.
released as like new cards that you can use. So that's one thing I really like about it because like you could have like 20 different Pikachu cards and each one of them will have like different attacks. So you can like strategize that way, by like if you're going for an electric deck, you could have like 4 different types of like Pikachu cards in your deck and like try to surprise someone because maybe they think you have like 4 of the same card or something.
Okay. Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty
Nice.
neat. So that's about all I got to say about that.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I was never into Pokemon cards, so I was into the games and never the cards. So I mean, if I played it, I obviously learn how to play it, but I'm not really a card game player.
I've been
Gotta get
playing
back into
most of
that
the same
Yu-Gi-Oh.
stuff.
Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh or bust.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember I used to have like one of those like Yu-Gi-Oh! Like the thing you put
Blue
on
Eyes
your
White
arm.
Dragon.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, like the
Do you remember that?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
I
Yu-Gi-Oh! For Halloween one year.
someone I know some
That was pretty cool.
nice.
Anyways, I've been playing mostly the same stuff, so I won't spend too much time on it. Black Ops 3, Awakening DLC is super fun. The maps are good. I still need to do zombies. I just haven't had my friends over to play it. And then Madden 16, Draft Champions mode. Shout out. That's so
Oh,
good.
so fun.
Yeah, so fun. And then Rocket League Season 2 came out. I still don't really understand the ranks. I should probably look into that. But so basically, Season 2, it changed the ranks. They used to just be bronze, silver, gold, and then there were like different levels of those 3 ranks.
Hmm.
Um, and then, so now they have, I honestly not even sure what they're called, but they're like, you get different symbols, and I think there's gold, silver, and still bronze, but I think that it's like the symbols are different and there's different tiers of it. Um, so I'm still not completely sure how that works, but I know once you jump in for the first time after like if you haven't played any of season 2 that you have to play 10 matches and then based on that it'll place you in one of the tiers. And also if you played on season 1 then it counts in it counts for your rank from last season as well. Um, so yeah, still need to look into that. But Rocket League super fun still. The update added new items and stuff too that are like there's different tiers of items now. So there's uncommon, limited, like rare stuff like that. Um, so yeah, Rocket League. And then just one thing to go over. I'm not playing it, but I did watch Deadpool, which is a super fun movie. Probably one
Oh,
of the most fun
nice.
movies I've seen in a long time. Like I love how it just like breaks the fourth wall and how Deadpool like talks to the audience. Sometimes it's like like just one of the opening parts. It's not really a spoiler, but it's just funny that like he counts down like he's low on ammo, so like every shot he does, he counts down how many bullets he has left, like stuff
Oh
like that.
wow.
It just makes
And
it like a super fun movie.
I haven't played the game, but I know the game tends to break the fourth wall sometimes too.
Yeah, yeah,
Is
stuff like
it
that.
better than Guardians of the Galaxy?
Ah man, that's tough. It's close. It's like it's definitely on that level in terms of fun. I feel like Guardians probably has the better like plot.
Soundtrack.
Yeah, soundtrack for
The
sure.
soundtrack is perfect.
I don't know. I mean,
Soundtrack
like
is all that movie
Deadpool
has going
soundtrack
for
really like fits
Don't know
Deadpool.
anything.
Just how edgy Deadpool is. Its soundtrack like fits it, but like nothing can match Guardians of the Galaxy.
So
I mean,
it.
they're
Oh
both
man,
like on the same
you're
tier.
not you're not selling me on this movie, Grant.
Michael says, Grant, you're 12. You shouldn't be watching that movie. I
You're close, Mike. You're close, very
Massively.
close.
Um, Jake says the comics break the fourth wall too. It's part of Deadpool's character. Yeah, I have a friend who's he's really into comics, and I know Deadpool is one of his favorite characters.
But yeah, it's a super fun movie. I recommend you see it. Just like it's not as action like serious as like the normal movies other than Guardians. So I kind of put it that Deadpool and Guardians kind of in the same category for Marvel movies. It's yeah, I love that movie. And yeah,
Nice.
that's what I've been doing. And now it's about time to jump into the news storm.
Boom.
Boom. All right, first up. There, why is my mouse broken, Brett?
Oh no, do I have to take care of the news?
Oh my gosh. Hold yeah, yeah, do it.
All right, so
Just do it for me
this
first
is
because
GameSpot. This is about Destiny. Of course, what would be a podcast without Destiny? So, Destiny 2 is launching in 2017, and there's a large, quote unquote, large hint. It's gonna last you like a week. New expansion coming this year. So, this year we were receiving an expansion for Destiny, and then a full sequel, Destiny 2, will be in 2017. There are a few details available at the moment, but Activision describes this year's expansion as a large one, and it could be on the level of the Taken King. But we could see. I mean, they call the Dark Below and House of Wolves expansions, so who knows? Honestly, um, all I know is that's Destiny in a nutshell, unfortunately. So, oh,
Yeah. I was saying before the podcast, you guys, this is such a weird announcement because they're like, "Hey, we got Destiny 2 coming next year." Like, oh, by the way, we got like 2 expansions coming before then,
yeah.
and it's just like it just seems like a bad marketing ploy because it's like, some people are going to probably save up for Destiny 2 and not buy those expansions at all now that they know another game is coming.
Like it's still my big question about how Destiny's gonna like transition into Destiny 2 is how are the levels gonna transition? How is your gear gonna transition? Because like if you keep the levels and it puts the new players at an extreme disadvantage, and if you don't keep the old levels, then like it puts like it just punishes all the players who put hundreds of hours into the first Destiny. So I
Hey,
feel
have you
like
guys
it could
seen
kind of get.
Simone at all? Do you know where Simone is? I'm looking for Simone.
oh my God!
Oh my gosh!
Are you Simone?
Who are you? Oh,
I'm Simone.
this is our
I
other
am
guest.
Simone.
And his name is John Cena!
That was quite the introduction.
That's Jake. He just decided to pop in. He wasn't even in the call. We didn't know about it at
How
all.
are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Happy to be here. Congratulations on making it to 50.
Oh,
Thanks, Jake.
Oh, yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Michael says Brett's a Destiny hater now, but yeah, lame way to announce Destiny 2. Listen, Destiny was fantastic, but once I realized that it's policy, I'm just like, all right, I'm not for that. I'm not giving them another penny. And then Cody says Destiny sucks. I'd never play that game. And yeah, that's the conversation in a nutshell. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of I am curious to see how Gear's going to transfer, as how your Destiny 1 character would transfer, because you hate to, you hate to put new players at a disadvantage, but at the same time, you don't want to put veterans at a tough spot because, oh, it's a new game, new stuff. Like, well, I put, 100 hours into this and I have my gear, I've done the raids and everything. Why should I have to start fresh? So we'll see when they
See,
give you more details.
Jake, you're
Can
the biggest Destiny fan I know.
Do you mean Simone? Who's Jake?
Oh yeah, sorry, Simone. I mean, sorry.
Also, can I say how weird it is just to be like eavesdropping in on a podcast waiting to join in? I feel like I'm like hiding in a
You
closet.
were here the
or
entire
something.
time. Jeez, what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Well, that's
I
Simone
was
for you.
I was just listening.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I mean, that's-
Michael. I owe Michael money because he shipped me Just Cause 3, so I had to give him some PSN credit. I will do it
I would have
either
shipped you Just
tomorrow
Cause.
or Wednesday. So,
But
don't worry.
anyway, Destiny. I don't know.
How do
I
you
don't
feel
know.
about this news?
I don't know. I'll probably play it,
Probably.
but I'll probably play it. Not nearly as long as everyone else, but I'll probably get some enjoyment out of it, I'd say.
There you go. I mean, if you enjoy it and you're interested in it, more power to you. But I'm not a fan of their
Like I want them to
content.
I want them to specify what large means and like is that Taken King large or is it just like another one of those like normal expansions that they had before it? I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see.
When I just I don't I'm all Destiny out, honestly. Like
Yeah.
in terms of like talking about it right now, like I just don't want to talk about Destiny anymore.
I mean, we talked about it for like a year and a half straight.
Yeah, it's time to give it a rest.
Mm.
So up next,
So
again via the wonderful website of GameSpot, Watch Dogs
who works
2.
there?
Jake does.
Jake?
He's
You
a
mean Simone?
he's the editor in chief of GameSpot.
Simone
Jake-
does not work there. I do
Jake
not
is
work
the
there.
owner of GameSpot.
Yes.
Nope, I am not.
Close though. So Watch Dogs 2 will launch before April 2017. So Ubisoft has confirmed the sequel to Watch Dogs that I'm sorry, it will launch has confirmed that launch will be at the end of its next fiscal year, financial year, sorry, which is April 2017. The announcement was made as part of its third quarter financial report, in which the Paris headquarter company detailed its outlook for the current fiscal year and beyond.
We'll probably see it at E3.
Yeah, that would make
For sure.
sense. On the subject of its fiscal 2016-2017 game slate, the corporation said, quote, Ubisoft will launch a very high-quality lineup, including For Honor, South Park, The Fractured But Whole, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands, and the next installment of Watch Dogs. And it will also launch, quote, a new high-potential AAA brand with strong digital live services. And we don't have any more information on that itself. So,
Oh, but I do.
oh yeah, you know,
No, I
it's-
don't.
Inside
I'm
scoop.
just kidding. I don't know.
we get some information like weeks early, and we're like, oh man, that's so
No,
cool.
he gets it years
Yeah,
early.
I already knew that.
Forget weeks.
Yeah, I already have the Xbox 2.
There you go. So
do you have the
what
Ouya
would
2
be
yet?
what do? Oh yeah. Oh, I have the Ouya 3, yeah,
Oh my gosh.
and the Ouya 4, yeah. They're gonna unveil that outside of E3, but this time it's gonna be like in the parking garage, sort of underneath it. It'll be a good show.
some guy named Jimmy is gonna sell it.
It's gonna like jump out of one of those giant cakes and
Buy the Ouya 4, yeah, please. I gotta. Yeah. So Watch Dogs coming, or Watch Dogs 2 is coming 2017. I know, Grant. You
I'm super excited for Watch Dogs 2.
okay? Would you like to explain why?
Because I feel like the first game kind of like I feel like the biggest problem with that is because it was so hyped up that it was impossible to meet expectations.
Mhm.
Although I didn't really focus too much in on it until it actually came out. So I feel like I enjoyed it more than most people did. So I played that game for a long time, and I feel like it had a lot of promise for a sequel that they can take. I feel like the structure of it was good. They just need to improve on some of the individual aspects of it. So I think learning from their first one and then putting what they learned into the second one will make it a lot better.
It seems like like it's almost like Assassin's Creed 1, where it laid
Yeah,
the
that's kinda
foundation
what it is.
of the franchise, and then with Assassin's Creed 2 was a huge improvement over the first game. So I would like to see that, because I once Watch Dogs Wii U came out, I was like, all right, it's too late. This took 10 years. I'm not buying it anymore.
Yeah, and since it's before what now, April 2017, like the hype cycle will be reduced, so it'll be out probably within a year of its announcement.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't like the first Watch Dogs. I thought it was very.
I know
very
why you
mediocre.
didn't. I know why you didn't like it,
Why didn't I like it?
because it's not The Witcher.
Well, The Witcher wasn't out by then,
Listen,
so
it doesn't matter.
No, but
no,
you knew
I-
about it though.
I did know about it, but I hadn't played The Witcher.
You
I
already
hadn't
knew
read all
you're
the
gonna put
books. I hadn't.
500 hours into it and platinum in.
Yeah, and don't forget, CD Projekt Red tweeted at me because I.
They did. They were like,
Oh, that's right.
congratulations.
My gosh, that's awesome.
I was pretty stoked. But anyway, Watch Dogs 2 is something that I'm excited for, because I think, like what Grant was saying, is that Ubisoft did set a really good framework, a really good foundation for hopefully
Like
a
the
really
concept
good.
is super cool too.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people draw parallels to Assassin's Creed, and I kind of see that too, except I actually liked Watch Dogs more than I liked the first Assassin's Creed, so I'm hoping that this franchise will be even better and I'll get more into it, but I don't know. If they release it every year, I'll probably get sick of it, and then I'll hate it.
And another thing that I was going to say, I know they're not going to go this route. Like all games, like pretty much all the big games now are open world, except for like the few like Uncharted. I know Quantum Break is coming out. Um, but I feel like if this, if at least the first one, if that was a linear game, I feel like I would have liked it more. Just because a lot of like the individual level design, I reviewed it back on. Were we still on ICJ Gaming back then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I reviewed it back then. I felt like the level design was actually one of its biggest accomplishments, just because how they make you use the cameras and stuff to switch around angles and then set up traps. I thought that was a really cool mechanic, and that was probably my favorite part of the game. Just like going through the individual missions, but everything in between that wasn't as good to me.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like they set up a good frame rate, framework for
Frame
this
rate,
game.
you know,
60 frames a second.
Yeah,
or so they
I
say.
think it was 30.
but yeah, I didn't like the first one at all either. Like Jake, I don't know. It felt like a poor man's GTA or something. Like they had this big world, but there wasn't like a lot to do in it. There was like
Yeah.
5 things that you did regularly, and you did them over and over and over again, and it just got
Yeah.
like really repetitive, really quick.
It was a really strong concept. Like I'll give it that. Like it had a lot of potential. And that's why I think that Watch Dogs 2 will be pretty good, I hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Ubisoft's got a lot of big things coming up. You got For
I think
Honor.
Ubisoft is improving.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
In
I
quality.
think it was just a matter of personal taste. I mean, I think they've learned the lesson from the crew and Assassin's Creed Unity and such.
True.
So they're gonna space out the releases more, which I'm always a fan of. So you're not trying to rush and get 3 marquee titles out right away. Like just we'll focus on what's most important now, and then whatever's up next will come out. Um, there's For Honor, which I've heard great things about. South Park, Fractured but Whole. I still need to play Stick of Truth. But that looks pretty good if you're a South Park fan. And then
You need a play Stick of Truth.
I know is it
Do it.
backwards compatible on Xbox One?
I don't think so.
I
I just
doubt
got it on Steam though for like $6.
Okay.
It is so good.
I mean, it is an RPG, and you know me, I'm an RPG guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not by no means like an intense RPG.
Yeah.
It's not what you're.
simplistic one, but it also has the appeal of South Park to it.
It's absolutely. It's the funniest game I've ever played, and
Nice.
and just it's like an entire season of South Park right there.
That's
and
what I
it
always
is-
hear. Which
So, yeah.
to me is
Play
never
it.
a bad thing because South Park is just like over the top ridiculous every season. So, um, excuse me. And then they have I'm missing something. Ghost Recon Wildlands, which we saw a little bit of. Was it this year's like the past E3 we saw? Stuff?
Yeah,
E3
it was
2015.
last E3.
Okay. So yeah, that seems pretty interesting. I haven't played a Ghost Recon in quite a few years, so I'm interested to see what that becomes. And yeah, I mean, if there are marquee titles in Assassin's Creed, Just Dance, all that stuff, Rayman, and everything. So we'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised if they announced another Splinter Cell 2 at E3. It's been a while.
Ooh, I know you would like that.
That's true. When did the last one of that come out? Wasn't that
2013, 2014.
Blacklist. No, I don't think it was 2014. I think it was 2013.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
13.
2013.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. So yeah. Anyways, up next, Grant. I know you are so excited.
Oh my gosh.
So, a little game called Knack 2
No way.
was cited on on developer CV. So, according to the CV of I don't know what a CV is honestly, of a 3D animator working on Taiwanese development company XBAC Entertainment, Knack 2 was apparently leaked. This is via GameSpot. A LinkedIn profile for Mindy Leong, which was first discovered by NeoGAF, states that she animated 3D character motions and cutscenes for Knack 2 on PS4. The listing has since been removed of any details on Knack 2. So, what are your guys' thoughts on this?
Who played Knack 1 first of all?
I did. It
I
was
did.
terrible.
Really?
I
Okay,
guess
so-
it wasn't terrible, but it was just really like I don't know. It was a real like dulled out experience. Like
Yeah, like
it felt
real,
like
it
a
was
Lego
very
game.
average game.
Yeah, it felt like those like an early like one of the earlier like Lego games, but even
Hey,
less
those
than
games are
that.
great.
Red, please.
Lego Star Wars 2 and the original were fantastic. Best.
I don't know.
I'm with Toby. Bring back those games.
No,
Uh,
no. Pretty much the only things I liked about Knack was that it was. I still liked it. Enjoyed just playing the game more than a lot of people. Kind of like Watch Dogs. Maybe I'm just too easy on games. But the thing I liked the most about it was that it wasn't like really easy. Like some of the parts that it was actually got kind of challenging. And then the other thing was just like the charm of its animation. But other than that, it was just kind of a really bland game.
yeah.
It's actually $6 on PSN right now. If anybody's
Buy it.
interested, I was actually
I am stunned that it has not
six
been on PS Plus yet.
$6. I mean, why not?
I'm stunned that it
I'm not
hasn't been
gonna
on
buy
PS
it.
Plus. I was predicting it was going to be on PS Plus like a year and a half ago.
Can I get a refund on Steam?
But $4. Oh, sure. There you go.
No, I think it's really funny though because everybody's begging Sony for Crash right now, and they're like, "We hear you loud and clear. Here's Knack too."
Yeah, we'll give you what the real people want.
That's not what we wanted. How dare you?
They'll put a Crash skin in there.
Oh, this is it. This is all I need for Crash. We're set for 5 more years.
The fans will love.
feel
What if no, imagine Eddie 3, Sony comes out. They put on so it's like it's a Crash Bandicoot game, okay? But then at the end of the demo, at the end of the level, the screen focuses in on Crash, and then he reaches behind his back, unzips the zipper, and Knack steps out.
What?
God, that's it.
I feel like though this, I mean, like this was found on some guy's resume, right?
I believe see on their LinkedIn
Yeah.
profile.
It's like I wouldn't be surprised if like this guy was like starting. They were like starting pre-production on Next, like before the PlayStation 4 came out, because they thought it would be successful, or they thought people would like it, or something like that. And then it turns out no one liked it, so they just kind of scrapped it. And now this guy just has it on his resume, like, oh, I helped pre-production with Knack.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I mean, I don't know how this.
Cody,
I don't know how this stuff
Cody
works.
says
Like,
we've lost Grant.
oh, damn.
What? No, I'm just thinking, plot twist, a big plot twist for E3.
Rip Grant. Nice knowing you, pal.
That would crash. The
Oh my God.
presentation.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Jason.
Cody's gotta penalize us, please. No.
Cody's keeping a list of all the puns that you're making.
Oh, good.
He's gonna steal one amiibo at a time. This is for the one on Thursday. This is for the one on Saturday.
We could bring it up on episode 100. We can just go through all the puns. We can do a puncast. It'd be fun.
Okay, sounds good.
The puncast. I will not attend that one.
Please.
Jason will be there by himself.
Okay, I can do that.
Hey everyone, this is Jason with the puncast. Joining me is
Jason.
Joining me is Simone.
And my
Box boy.
cousin, my cousin Jason, and my twin sister Jason.
Samoa's here.
Hey Simone, how you doing? Wait, you guys sound the same.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody. Michael says, "Well, it sold a lot of copies, so I could see a sequel being announced. I don't have the numbers offhand, but
It sold copies just because it was a launch time.
yeah, it's a
yeah,
launch
because
game,
there's
so
nothing else to play. No one's gonna buy Knack 2.
You never know. I mean, hopefully it would improve upon the first. But anyways, what do you say we move on to the last minute? Because
Let's do it.
we have like 15 minutes left or so.
Let's do
So
it. Well, forget about For Honor. I know John is excited for it. The only news about that, what was it? The developer just said that it was, quote, loading. For Honor is more of a, quote, core game than mass market.
So they said it's not necessarily expected to break any sales records.
Yeah.
The CFO Elaine Martinez described the game as a core title instead of something more mass market like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, or Watch Dogs.
Yeah, but just so we covered it, just thought we'd say it.
It looks sweet, so I'm excited for that.
And now it's time for the last minute. Jason, I know you made a secret game that you kept secret from me and Brett for years.
Oh yeah.
You were planning it this
years.
whole time.
Is it Mother 4?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You're planning it for 4 to 5 moments.
It's actually Mother 5, but
Oh my
you were really close.
God! I couldn't get
Only
the
on
right.
Ouya 3.
Yeah.
Jason,
I
what do you
couldn't
call this
write
game? Do you have a name for it?
Yeah, you guys ready for the name?
Yeah.
It's called Who Dat Is?
What is this?
He's got music. That's
Is that
fantastic.
Who that is?
Cowboy Bebop music?
Oh yeah. That's my opening theme.
Nice.
Okay,
I got Trent Reznor to make it for me.
I
Oh,
can dig
nice.
it. I'm ready.
Jason, we have a game show going on here.
Game
You would like to take it away? The floor is yours.
Yep. So the name of this game is Who Dat Is. And so what I did this morning is this was kind of last minute, but I thought it'd be fun for the 50th episode. I PM'd everybody on our site,
Everybody.
and yeah, everybody, and I asked them to tell me something that we may not know about them. And so what I'm gonna have you guys do in this, I was gonna have this be a little bit different originally, but I didn't think so many people would write me back. So I was originally gonna have you two work together, and I was gonna do two truths and a lie, where I was gonna make up two lies for every
Now
person
it is
that gave me a truth.
It is a duel of skill and valor.
Yeah. Well, see, I would have had to
Now-
write up 45 lies in like an hour, and I was like, ain't nobody got time for that. So instead, we're
Well-
gonna go through like every one of these that people wrote me.
So is this video game related or is this general
Nope,
stuff?
anything could be.
Okay.
Anything.
Will I be
I'm
will I be
ready.
participating in this, or will I just kind of be a spec? Because I wasn't sure. What it sounds like it's just for those two, right?
Yeah. The problem is that Jake wrote in some too. So
Oh yeah, it's not fair.
I don't know how we could do that.
Could Jake
Yeah.
do his own and then you can do the
I mean,
rest?
Jake can comment on it, but he doesn't get the final tally.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
So and
So
by
Jake,
the-
you can't lose, but you also can't win.
Fair enough.
Some people wrote me multiple things, so I put like some people have like two or three, and I put all of them in just so that like if you guys read one and a name comes up, that doesn't mean that that name won't appear again.
Oh,
Okay.
So just to kind of like throw you guys off a little bit, so you can't like tell any names.
Even more than we already.
So
know.
is it all like true false or is like
Nope, these are just like I
Multiple
asked them to
choice.
tell me something we didn't know about them, and then you guys got to guess who it is.
Oh
And
man.
Oh,
so
okay,
if
okay.
you look on the sheet, I put down everybody's name to make it a little
Yes.
bit easier. So it's got to be one of those people. Like all those people
Okay.
gave me something about them. So thanks to Jake, Toby, Mike, Colin, Dylan, John, Liam, AJ, Ryan, Kevin, Brian, Kyle, and Cody. Thank you all. You all responded. So we'll start with the first one here. This person wrote, "I'm published on a couple papers for the study of asteroids."
oh
I'm
man.
gonna
Kevin.
say that
Who
it
that is?
is. Wait, who said?
It's Kevin. It's got to be Kevin.
All right, Grant, you want to go first?
I think that is gotta be. I really don't know, so I'm gonna say
I'm going with Ryan Jones.
I'm gonna go with AJ.
Hold on one second.
It's got to be Ryan Jones. If it's not Ryan Jones, I will throw my plastic bottle.
No one got it.
Nope, no one got it. Did
All
you
right.
guys hear that?
Yeah, yeah, I
Okay,
heard that.
good.
Can I guess now?
You said Kevin.
Yeah, didn't you guess?
Oh yeah, but that was a joke because mine doesn't count.
Okay. Who do you guess, Jake?
Toby.
Oh
Nope.
my god, that was my second guess.
Okay,
Nope,
I don't
it's,
know. That.
It's Colin.
Oh,
man! Wow.
that makes
Okay.
sense.
I would have never guessed.
He deals with telescopes and everything.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that
so-
is true.
So some of these will actually like if you know them well enough, you might be able to gather it. There's some that are a little bit more obvious than others.
Okay.
So next one, this game Boltian wrote in and said, "When I was younger, I once ran my brother into a wall so I could get the rest of his Oreos. He ended up getting stitches."
John.
It's Kevin.
John.
It's Kevin.
It's John.
Oh god, it's Liam.
No, it's Kevin.
It's John.
Brett got it. Brett got it.
Yes.
What?
No.
No.
Woo! Scoreboard. Please.
I
Brett's
gotta
on the
actually,
board.
you know what? I didn't make a scoreboard for this. I gotta write on something here.
That's okay.
Go
You
ahead.
can keep tally.
Okay, I'm gonna write on here.
It's
So,
a piece of paper.
yep, piece of paper. I'm doing this the old-fashioned way.
Just like Mike would.
Ryan's
Brett.
no asteroids. Light.
One. Okay. So the next person wrote in and they said, "I didn't know right from left until I was 17."
It's Kevin. It's got to be Kevin.
It's gotta be Kevin. Kevin.
This one actually surprised me the most.
No, wait, no,
was-
that can't. No, hold on, no, that's not Kevin. Kevin's only 17. Well, I guess that wouldn't really surprise me.
17?
Yeah.
Hell kind of cryptic answer is that?
I pick. I think it was. Let me see.
I'm going Dylan.
I'm going Cody.
Dylan.
Cody didn't know right from left until he was 17.
You guys, he's
You're
with us
both
right
wrong.
now. He's with us.
What?
It's Jake.
Jake? Jake, you didn't know right
Like,
from
what the
left.
hell does that mean?
What is wrong
I
with you?
didn't know my rights from left until I started driving.
What?
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
That's so dumb.
Like I could figure it out, but it would take me a while.
Okay.
But you'd have to be like right. You had to like put your hands out in front of you.
Pretty much.
Wow. Sorry, Cody. Jeez. Sorry.
Cody's offended.
We underestimated Cody.
I did underestimate
Cody
Cody.
learned at the
Sorry.
age of 2. Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. So this next person wrote in, and they said, "My brother got so annoyed with me, hogging the GameCube, playing Gotcha Force. I've never even heard of that game. That he conspired with a friend to hide it from me. Still haven't gotten over that. I used to play that game nonstop."
Oh my god,
Kevin.
this sounds so
Kevin.
familiar. Oh my god.
That does sound. I
Um,
have no idea.
Toby.
It's Toby.
It's Kevin.
It's Toby.
Yes.
Oh!
Oh, so we both got it. Yes.
Okay. On to the next one.
Grant. We're on the board.
Oh yeah. You know what? I didn't even put your name down here, Grant. Hold on.
Brett got it too, so it's
There
2
we
to
go.
What is it?
It's a twofer. On my 21st birthday, I stabbed myself in the foot with a replica sword on accident. It didn't feel good.
Kevin.
Michael Mead. Michael Mead.
Dylan.
It's Kevin.
Brett got it. It's Mike.
He's
Yeah!
good at this, Brett.
I know Michael Mead like the back of my hand.
Brett,
Okay,
talk. Say
next-
something, Brett.
What's up?
His voice is getting deep again. Do you guys
Oh,
hear
it
that?
started.
Yeah.
Oh, I just wait.
Oh no! Oh no!
All right.
Okay. Next one. In high school, I played in an orchestra that was on the best in the state. Our ensemble played alongside Mark Wood, the former first chair violinist in the Trans-Siberian Orchestra,
Oh, I love
Daryl
this.
Anger, the most prominent folk violinist in the. What did he spell this wrong?
It's Kevin. Kevin can't spell.
He spelled a little bit wrong. It's in the Appalachians, and played the world premiere of a piece composed by Stephen Malilio, entitled "Beyond This
Who is
Place: The
this?
Wrath of Tears."
Um,
I'm gonna go with Brian because I don't know much about Brian. I feel like he's a man of many talents.
oh, Ryan. Dude, the suspense is killing me.
Did you guess, Brett?
I
Brett,
guess
your
Ryan.
voice got really quiet.
I know. I can't hear Brett.
Ryan.
Nope, you're all wrong. It's Dylan.
Oh.
That was gonna be my second choice.
Oh man.
Okay. Next person. Fun fact about me. I don't know if this one's a fun fact, but he says fun fact about me. I'm missing an organ. My appendix was removed in high school. I could have died from the infection. It was so bad.
Could have died.
Jesus Christ! I'm so sorry. to
You
hear
almost
that.
died.
Is it Kevin?
Kevin's
He is
still
really-
in
I
high
would
school.
say that's a
bro.
fun fact.
I think
Ryan
it is.
says it's better than The Last of Us.
I think it's John.
I'm gonna go with. Oh god, I need to look at my list here. I'm gonna go with Brian.
Grant was right. It's John.
Hey.
Whoa, John! You almost died. Sorry to hear that.
No.
Okay. Next
No,
one.
I met him at
Okay.
PAX. I just got that aura from like he almost died.
I graduated with 11 people in my class.
Oh, I know this one.
Oh god.
Probably Kevin.
You're right. Ryan says, "I'm flattered you think I know violins and asteroids." Ryan, I thought you were a jack of all trades, my friend.
This one is also Jake.
So you graduated with 11 people. I'm gonna go with Michael Mead.
This one's also Jake.
All wrong again. It's AJ.
Kidding me? Jake, how many people were in your graduating class? I know it was small.
70.
See, it was kind of small.
Yeah, but there wasn't 11. Therefore, you don't get a point.
Sorry, I was close.
Oh baby.
Okay, I like this
Just
next
witnessed
one
Brett's
because
second puberty just in this hour.
It took a while. It took 21 years, but I
I
finally
love this
got
game, Jason. Let's keep it going.
I love this next one because I did the exact same thing, and
Okay.
he said I picked Bulbasaur first.
Jacob Dekker.
Jake, it's Jake.
Jacob Dekker.
It's
Wait,
Jake.
I think it's Kevin. It's got to be Kevin.
It's Jake. That was a dead giveaway one.
Rookie
So,
mistake.
Brett, you're leading by 1 point. Grant's catching up here.
Am I?
Yeah, you got 3 of them actually.
How many does Brett have? 4?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, on to the next one. Whoops, the page is screwing up here. Here we go. My dream job has always been voice acting or radio.
Ooh. I'm gonna go
Dylan.
with Dylan. Dylan has a
Dylan.
radio voice.
It's Dylan.
It's probably Kevin.
You're all wrong. It's Cody.
Really?
No, it's
Yeah.
not Cody.
Okay, voice acting I could see. Radio,
Oh,
I was
okay.
not expecting.
Yeah, I guess.
He's got a good radio voice too. We've worked on a couple of recording
He's got a nice-
things, and he's done like really epic like radio voices.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Like
remember
we
when
were
he
gonna
did
do
the-
a one
The
like
Halloween
mon-
Did he?
What's that?
For the Halloween special or whatever?
Yeah,
He
that
did
was awesome.
Yeah.
Look, there he is.
Cody,
Okay.
we know you're listening. Chime in. What do you have to
Shut
say
up,
to this?
Cody.
Cody.
It won't be on iTunes. No.
He says they can't hear him. He's a ghost. All right, get out.
This actually makes sense because
Leave.
he's a
But
big.
Cody, we need to hear your beautiful radio voice.
No, it's too late. You know.
Okay, this next one I really like to. This next one I really love too. This person chimed in. He said, "I love Guardians of the Galaxy and hate Box Boy, but only on opposite day."
What?
Jason.
Jason isn't an option.
He's not. This is a game changer.
It's Kevin.
Oh God.
It is.
I'm gonna go with Cody.
It's Mike.
No, it was me.
What? Your name isn't on the list.
I lied.
Wait, so do I get a point for that?
feel
Yeah, I'll give you
abused.
both a point.
No, that doesn't count. No, I would have picked you if that would.
What? Guess Oh, I better get.
No points.
No, I get his name.
I would have picked him if his name-
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Bro.
Okay.
Okay. Next person wrote in. He said, "I'm Blasian, which means black and Asian in Korean, to be exact. I love JRPGs, and
Kevin Green.
let me finish. And I live in Charlotte, where the best sports teams reside. Hashtag Super Bowl crush me."
Kevin Green.
Jake, I think you're right. It is Kevin.
Is it Liam?
No, it's not Kevin. I think it's Brian.
Brett is right. It's Kevin Green.
Wait,
Oh my
there.
God.
Oh no, I didn't know that there was 2 Kevins.
No,
Wait, there are 2
oh my
Kevins?
God. The editor in chief doesn't even know his own staff. What is
No,
this?
I knew there were 2 Kevins, but I didn't know like on this list there's only 1 Kevin.
I thought that Kevin was Kevin Punta.
Kevin
Punta.
that's Canadian.
Kevin
Wait, is that? Oh no, it's not. Dang it, Jason.
I tricked you. Yeah, I put 1 Kevin down because there's 2 Kevins on
You know
here.
what?
Oh man, dang it. I
Yeah.
would have guessed him.
I rescind all of my Kevin then. All of my Kevin answers.
No, but Kevin is also. There's
One
2
cat
Kevins
too.
are the answer, Jake.
I only see 1 Kevin.
Yeah, but he
That's the trick.
did that throw us off like Jason does.
But did Kevin Punta submit answers?
Yeah, so maybe not. I thought he did.
All right,
Oh,
then.
no.
I'm out. I'm done.
Everything.
This has all been for nothing.
It can't be for nothing, Jake.
Okay, this next one. I was driving with my family in the Himalayas years ago, late at night. We had to stop and wait because a wild tiger was crossing the road and stared us down until it left.
Wild tiger.
Wild tire.
What?
You say
you
wild
repeat that?
tiger?
Oh yeah, so he said he was driving with his family in the Himalayas years ago, late at night, and then he had to stop and wait because a wild tiger was crossing the road and it stared him down until it left.
Oh man. I'm
This
gonna
one's Mike. I think
go.
he's
kind
played
of a-
Far Cry.
Kind of a crazy random one. It'd be hard to guess who this is.
I'm
Based
gonna
on
guess Toby.
Mike.
Brian.
What?
Really?
Yep.
Wow. Holy. I would have guessed Toby because he lives in Europe, and maybe he's near the Himalayas.
Maybe.
John.
Maybe.
Whoa! Thank you for stopping by.
John, you missed this game show, dude. You gotta listen to this episode afterwards.
Yeah, it's good.
And
Uh,
Kyle says poor Kevin G. No, I know who Kevin G is. I just didn't think he was on this list because there's only 1 Kevin listed.
Grant, please.
I would have taken back all my answers if I knew it was if it wasn't Kevin Punta.
Tigers are in.
Yeah, Jake. Now you got to
Yeah.
answer Mike for everyone.
Okay, so this next one, he says, I played left field for a year in Little League Baseball and had
This
so
one's
many
definitely
walks during the season.
Is that the end of it? Somebody walks during the season.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna go with Liam.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with this is a tough one. Go with AJ. No, again.
It was Kyle.
Really, Kyle?
Yeah.
You are a walk machine, my friend.
Kyle.
See, that's what I like about this game is because even if we can't figure out who it is, like we learn like a little piece of someone.
See, I had no idea
Oh, and-
Kyle played.
Yeah, I like this. I like this game, Jason. You did
Yeah.
good.
Okay, next person. Freshman year of high school, during football practice, I ran into a pole.
Michael Mead. That is.
This is Mike. It's Mike.
Yeah, it's Mike. He ran into a pole going for a pass and gave myself a concussion. He says,
Well, I did that. Except okay. So let me tell a story real quick. So I was playing basketball in my driveway, and so I was playing with my friend, and that who was my neighbor, and then his brother who was like only like 3 or 4 at the time. I was going up for a dunk, and then he walked in front of the goal. So to dodge him, I had to move my body so I wouldn't run him over. But in the process, I like landed on my ankle wrong, so I twisted my ankle and slammed my head into the goalpost of the basketball
"Oh
hoop.
man,
I almost died.
Oh no!
No,
jeez,
I was fine,
Oh.
but
I got
it's
worried.
a pretty crazy story.
Brett, you got to turn up your mic again. I can't hear you."
No, let me unplug it real quickly.
Okay. All right. So this next one, I've spent over $1,000 on Magic cards, but he never played a single match of Pokemon TCG.
Is my mic sound okay now?
Is it still
Um,
recording? Just make sure it is.
Let me check. Yep, we're good.
Okay.
Okay, can you repeat the questions, please?
Yeah. So this person said he spent over $1,000 on Magic cards, but he's never played a single match of Pokemon TCG.
Cody.
$1,000 on Matt. Oh, Mike.
Oh no, it's definitely Mike.
It's Jake.
Really?
I knew you guys would guess
Jake.
Mike. I told Jake ahead of time. I was like, they're gonna guess Mike on that one because he
Go-
said he spent $1,000 on cards.
Wait. Did you intentionally say I've never played a game of Pokemon?
He sent those as two separate ones, but I bunched it together to kind of confuse
okay.
What the heck? What does that mean? That's a curveball.
you. Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. Wow. I was not expecting that.
So we got one more, and I saved the best for last. I thought this one was pretty silly. So he said, once I ruined my chances with a girl after I got too drunk, and I peed on her plates at her Valentine party.
That's amazing. Oh, Grant, you can go first.
Ryan, I'm counting on you. Counting on you, Ryan.
Okay. I have two people in my head right now.
No, I was just going through. I was like, who hasn't had one yet?
I'm gonna go. Jeez. Oh my God. I'm gonna go with Jacob Dekker.
I'm gonna
Grant
go
got it. It was Ryan.
Hey,
Wow.
Yeah,
I was
thinking
counting
that.
on Ryan for this one.
So final score: Brett 7, Grant 6. So.
Oh
sorry,
no!
Brett,
Take that, Grant boy.
I'm gonna go cry now.
Yeah,
See you later, guys.
So that concludes our game of Who Is That?
This makes so much better.
Oh yeah. That was awesome.
Fantastic job, Jason. I
Oh.
would like to give you
Oh,
a
that was
big shout out for organizing that in like a day.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was really awesome.
All good.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now our next thing we're gonna do is a look back on year one of the Game Bolt. So down here I have a list of every month since we've launched, I wrote down either like a game or like a big event that we did that kind of reminded me. And if I miss something at the end, then you can go ahead and tell me like just your favorite moments or like what you've taken away from the Game Bolt in the first year. Okay, so first launch of February 2015. That's just the launch month. So a lot of work getting everything set up. Had a lot of meetings before the launch. So yeah.
A lot of babies.
Okay. March, Bloodborne came out. I know we were all playing that.
Oh, I remember that. Everybody was going crazy over it, and That was a good time. I remember Jake and Jason beat like 14 times before I could.
Yeah. Yep.
I think
And then
I
I
haven't
was
played old Hunters yet or whatever it's called though.
I haven't
It's
either.
so hard. Oh my God,
Really,
it's hard.
I want to. It's just like I can't get myself to jump back into that game. I'm
Yeah, it's-
afraid to.
like if
Yeah,
I
it's-
jump back in, I'm definitely gonna have to restart because I never beat it.
It's weird because I played through that game I think twice, and then I was like still really excited to play through it again. I got like a quarter of the way through it, and for whatever reason, like my interest in it just dropped. But now like I really want to go back and play it again.
It's probably because the order came out.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
That game is good. That's a good game.
It is.
it's a good game.
Very underrated.
I agree.
April's
It's
is
Don't you dare.
uh, uh.
Don't take this.
Didn't I review that? I reviewed
Yeah, you
that.
did.
did.
Would I give it a weight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think wait, were we doing numerical at the time still?
Nope.
No, we never did numerical.
Not with Game Boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
we didn't. Okay.
Come on, bro.
Listen,
April was the only month that I didn't really have anything. So actually,
happened?
since April I don't have anything. How about you take this time to fill in any of your favorite things,
in general or April?
just in general?
Okay, so the one thing that comes to mind for me is just the collective staff we have here at the Game Boy. You know, just everybody, we all have our different opinions and, you know, different thoughts. You know, one person may like this game, another person may hate that game. But at the end of the day, we're all here just because we all love video games and movies, comics, whatever it may be, any kind of entertainment. And we're all just a bunch of nerds, just, you know.
Yeah, we don't ever really get into any arguments. Like we just respect other people's.
Yeah, until someone says Courier Ride sucks, then I
Yeah.
lose it.
Then all the what's the saying?
Then all hell breaks loose. But,
No, that's not what I was going for. What was it? Like the gloves are off.
yes,
The
deal.
okay.
I'll just go with that. Anyways, you know, we just all like to, you know, nerd out and
All bets are off. That's what I was thinking.
okay. There you go. It's, you know, it's just fun. Like everybody there is just it's just really cool. We all get along together, and it's, you know,
Play games.
we all have different you know, backstories and everything, and it's just
Shown
it's just a
by
cool
that
place to
last
be.
segment.
I know for me, I've never really been a one to go in comment sections or forums, and I'm able to in a way experience that with the Game Boy. You know, I can, you know, post like this game was announced, and a couple people will share their thoughts like, oh, it's, you know, it'll get a little discussion going, and everybody gets to chime in and, you know, share their thoughts on it, and it's just really cool. It's a nice place to unwind, and I mean, we're all here because we love video games, and we can all help each other grow as people and as writers and everything. So I'm very grateful that I have been able to be here for a year.
Yes, and okay, so I just want to say that like, not just it's not just even the video games, just because we just talk about anything. It's just that it's not just that we're people to talk about games with, that we're actually like friends. I know that you guys met up at PSX, which I'll get to later in this, and me and John went to PAX. So like, if we didn't actually like each other, and we would never like, I don't think we would be as far as we were if we weren't all like friends and getting tight group. Because I think we'd all lose a lot of motivation if we weren't cool with the people who were here.
I mean, I have to admit, I do get frustrated at times, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, it's, you know, you know, we all have our stuff. So I mean, I can't get mad at my friends because, you know, it's just video games. That's all it really is. You know, we get to, you know, don't take it too seriously. It's a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
And hopefully, you know, it could become one day our future. But for now, it's a fun hobby to do with some good people.
Yeah, I just got to piggyback off that again, and you know, I love it for the same thing, just being in like an awesome, diverse group of people and just hanging out and having fun and nerding out. And I don't know, I think some of my favorite things are being on like some of Cody's streams, especially like I think that Mario Kart 8 one was my favorite. When we, I think we streamed it for like 3.5 hours one day, and we talked about how Minnesota was created.
That was the greatest. That was so
It
much
was
fun.
insane. Yeah, they
Glad I was
brought
there.
up like you don't belong here and all that stuff.
You don't belong.
was that the Sonic one? Like the
Yeah, it was a
better
Sonic
version?
one.
Diddy
yeah.
Kong Racing too.
If Jake's still here, that's one where Cody brought up what was it, California Bowser, because he's Dry Bones Bowser.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I remember that.
That, and then like I think it was the finale of the Wind Waker where he brought up Ganon Ban.
Yeah, that's right.
And
Oh,
that
yeah.
Zelda overslept.
Classic moment.
Yeah, if you don't know what those are, you gotta go. Like it's on our YouTube channel. Go watch them.
Way deep in the archives.
Just look at it. Just you'll find it.
And
One
then
day.
of course, what Grant was saying too, just like going to PSX, meeting up with
That
like
was
Brad
so-
and Jake and everyone.
Yeah, like it's like meeting someone in person for the first time. It's like it's weird, but at the same time, like we just we clicked. You two, and Julius. Like we just all like it just felt like we were in the chat again. Like it was
Yeah,
nothing,
so that's
nothing
what
different.
I was just about to say off of that. Like, you think that would be kind of like just meet in person, that'd be kind of weird.
You think it would be
like kind of
different?
awkward. Yeah, but it's really just the same.
Yeah, you already know the
It's
person.
like-
So, like, what they like and dislike, and it's it makes conversation easier because you already know them. So,
Yeah.
just build off of it, and it was a good time. Oh,
Jake, do you have anything to say? I know we really gave you your star. You just thank us for everything that we did for you.
So I thought you were gonna go through the whole like timeline of things that happened, and then we do this. But I guess
Okay. Well, we'll wait.
I can say, but I was gonna wait until the end.
We'll wait.
Let's wait.
Save the best for last.
Yeah, we'll save Jake's comments for last. Okay, and then May was, of course, The Witcher, which I wanted to put in there because a lot of people love that game. But then for like me and like a lot of people, Splatoon. I know we streamed that a ton. We had a lot of fun with that. At
Yep.
least for the time that like near its launch, I know none of us really play it at all now.
Yeah, I remember playing the beta with Jason and Cody, having a lot of fun with it, and then ultimately I wasn't as into it when the full game launched, but it was still a great game. And I was glad I was able to play it.
Yeah, I love that game for about like I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 months, and then I don't know, I just got sick of it. I didn't like the way it was set up, where it like chose levels for you and all that stuff, and I don't know, I gave it up after a while. I mean, they fixed a lot of things that were broken, so I kind of regret selling it because I want to go back and play it now.
Yeah, I traded mine in a while ago, but like
Yeah.
it seems to be a much much more.
They just recently, like a week or two ago, like finished all the DLC that they put out. So they've been putting it out for a long time.
I actually played
Yeah.
it not that long ago, and it still does the map cycle thing where you only play 2 maps at a time.
It's so annoying.
But there's more maps now, but still, like,
Yeah, but you can only play 2 at a time.
Footage, and it was like all my footage was from the same 2 maps, so it was like, well, all right. But
Yeah.
I like that game a lot, though.
It's
I know
fun.
there might be more content coming because they're putting up banners in the game now. I heard of the Squid Sisters, and there might be a Squid Sister amiibo that unlocks some content. It might just be another mini game, but it could be some other cool content with inside the game too. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But yeah, if they ever re-release this on NX or something, I'll pick it up for sure.
Then
NX.
July was what did I put down here? Yeah, E3, which was
June.
like
June.
probably like the most
June.
stressful day we've had during the
June.
game, because this was back when we were still doing
June.
news.
June.
June.
Yeah, you said July, so
Yeah, my bad.
yeah.
But yeah, so we were still doing news back then, which has kind of made it stressful, just because we had to organize super well for that, and we had we assigned people to different conferences, and then we had to get everyone edited like as fast as they got it posted, just so we could be the most efficient. But yeah, so like that was probably the most stressful day, but also one of my favorites.
Oh my god, I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like it's
Yeah.
Oh my.
I remember Cody, he streamed after each conference, he streamed like for an hour and we discussed it. And I think it was on every one of those. And I remember just being stressed out because like during each one of those, they were going so fast in some of those conferences. I was trying to like write everything down so I'd have something to talk about afterwards. But
yeah, Cody
it was
says
great.
E3 was hell in the comments. Yeah, I remember I could like do some of the conferences, and then I think I worked the next day, so like in the back of my mind I was like, I just pray to God like stuff can go well while I'm at work, because like we had to have other people take over while others were at work and everything, and I was like, how's this looking? Who's covering this, who's covering that, and how's everything going? And it was like I was so stressed out, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was so much fun. It's hectic, but worth it.
For sure. July, Rocket League,
That the pinnacle of the game. That took the side by
Game
storm.
World's Game of the Year, 2015.
That took the side by storm.
It did, because Ryan got it first, because I think it must have released. It didn't release in like in Europe first, but he got to play it because like how time works. So yeah, he played that before most
He's a
of
time
us.
traveler. We already know this. Right?
Yeah, he says Ryan the time traveler.
Yeah, I
Um,
remember him going
yeah.
in the chat when that first came out, and he was like freaking out. He's like, "You guys have to play this game," and
it's like
I
it's
was
so
just thinking
good. We were
like,
like, yeah, I thought it looked interesting when it came out, but like nowhere near like
Little
it's
did
my
you
favorite
know.
game. I put hundreds of hours in. Well, not hundreds. I wrote an article, the Game of the Year article. Actually, like put how much time I
I
made.
think you've definitely put 100 hours into it at least.
Yeah, at least for sure, like well over 100 hours. I'll bring up my article that I put. You guys keep talking about it if you want, or we can move on. To the
Yeah,
next.
I think I was late to the whole Rocket League bonanza, the whole not fad. I'm trying to think can't think of the word right now. But anyways, I remember like opening to the chat one day and everyone's like talking about Rocket League. I was like, what the heck is this? And I downloaded it, and it's so fun. It made me rage quit many times. But when you're playing, 4-on-4 or 3-on-3 with just your friends, like you can, talk smack and intentionally blow up Michael and everything. It's so much fun. Like
Yeah.
I think
I'm
my
so glad
favorite.
that game came out.
I think my favorite memory of that is when Jay cooked me up and we were playing GameSpot, and I blew up Mary Kish, and she got mad. That was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
That was so funny.
That was so cool. It's like, oh my god, I get to play with people from GameSpot, and that's such a cool moment.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
like really lucky, and I remember I scored like a couple goals, and I'm really not that good at the game. I don't know what happened, but then I think they thought I was like amazing after that or something. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, so I remember going into work the next day, and I forget who it was. I think it was Mary, but Mary was like, "Yeah, I'm getting better. I'm definitely I'm no J Smasher. I think that's your PS. But I'm getting there." And I just like laughed to myself, and I think I immediately like sent a message to Jason. But now
Yeah. So
the GameSpot would they're so good. I get
oh,
my
yeah.
butt kicked every
I'd
time.
get destroyed. I gotta play that again. I wanna get back into it. I haven't
I will
played it
play
since
whenever
like,
you want, Jason.
yeah, I haven't played since like a month after that game came out.
Me and Mike and John, Brett was there too. We would play. It was a lot of fun. We played a couple nights ago.
Yeah, I would have
Yeah.
joined you guys. Like I didn't find out until you were playing until like the last 15 minutes because I don't think
Oh,
you guys put anything in the chat. But if you do next time, just drop it in the chat and I'll see
We
you
will
from home.
schedule.
Yeah,
We'll
I'd
do
probably
something
join too.
this week or this weekend for sure.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Test
Yeah,
out some of the new maps.
I'll
to
be
rock
playing
with that.
Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Okay. So I did the math on this. So okay. So in my Game of the Year article, I played at the time of writing this, which was January 28th. I played 1,164 matches.
That's almost as
Times up
many
by
matches
5.
of Super Smash Bros. That I've played.
Yeah. So
Jesus,
it's
that's
so
half as many as Jason.
because when I do the math of that, that's only equates to 97 hours, but each match isn't only 5 minutes because like it takes longer. Each match is actually closer to 10.
Just
So it's
round up to
yeah. So it's well over 100 hours. 3,392 goals, 500 assists, and 485 saves.
wow, nice.
Not
Good
to
for you.
brag. I just thought I would show how much I played. All right. Next up, August. The other month,
was
I
that
didn't really have
was
anything.
that Everybody's Going to the Rapture? Was that in August?
Yep,
Mm,
I think
Okay.
so.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't have anything for that, so I just put down Brett. He stopped playing Black Ops.
Oh, that's right. The beta was then.
Yeah.
Yeah, once it froze on PS4, I was like, all right, I'm done. I've had my fill.
What,
I
and
spoke
you-
to somebody recently.
No, that was in August, was it?
I know I had to. Oh,
what?
Did they do 2 betas for Black Ops?
I think you said the one.
Oh no, I think yeah.
That was later, because that was like,
no, that was August.
was it August? All right,
was.
time's going by fast then.
That's,
Yeah, it was fun, but more importantly, Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. That game was really good. If you still haven't played that,
I know Jake.
check it out.
I really like
Hey,
it.
Colin, thank you for stopping by.
Hold on. But anyway, in hindsight, I don't know if I would, like. I don't think I would have liked. I think I praised Gone to the Rapture a little too much. I still love that game, but I don't think it's as good as I originally
You wouldn't
made it
give
out
it the
to be.
seal of approval this
Why do you
time.
feel that way?
I think I would have. I don't think I would have. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have given it that. But I mean, I don't know. It's kind of reactive, though. Reviews aren't necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like
changed.
I'm sure if you like replayed it again, then you would still like you make like maybe like it more than you do right at this moment.
Maybe.
that's fair.
Maybe. October, Taken King. We played that so much.
Yes.
So
Oh, wait, no,
much.
you skip September. September.
Jeez, Brett, what's wrong with me? Saying July.
I don't know.
Wait,
September was Taken King.
was it
Yes.
Taking?
Pretty sure it was.
Oh yeah. You're right. My bad. So Taking King was September. I messed everything up, guys.
Okay. So yeah, Taken King was out. A lot of people got back into it. Fantastic. I love the content. Unfortunately,
Raid. We would do it every week.
yeah, once we got to the point of doing the raid pretty often, like at least weekly, and it was really good. It was a lot of fun. I remember doing oh god, these something of it was like a trial where you could like put in like a rune stone or something.
Oh
and
yeah, Courts of Oryx.
Courts of Orcs, yeah, Court of Orcs. And I remember doing it with Michael and Cody a lot, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Next up is October, which I messed up because.
Oh, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 5 as well.
Oh yeah, that's September as well. Yeah.
I played
Also,
it.
did you guys talk about The Witcher in May?
We did. We skipped over it kind of quickly.
Yeah, we said like The Witcher was everybody was playing it and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5. I didn't play that as much as I hoped. I think because the first hour just rubbed me the wrong way and kind of like took my hype away for the rest of the game. At some point, I want to go back and start playing it again, but that'll be a long time though.
I actually really liked the first I'll say like maybe 10 hours of that game, but then after that it felt like it was like a game where you had to put a lot of time down if you sat down to play it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I don't have a ton of time to play games right now, so it just wasn't a game for me. Like you have to plan out your missions and plan out your gear and like all that stuff, and if you screw up you got to go back and replan, and so it just wasn't a game for me. But I mean, I really enjoyed what I played, but it just wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. October. There wasn't really a big thing in October, but I put down Triforce Heroes.
No, Triforce Heroes hype. 17 out of 10. The GameBall.com.
17 out of 10.
That game was so good.
Wait, you're missing something though from October.
What?
The Witcher 3 Hearts of Stone.
This guy at 5.
That game has nothing on Triforce Heroes.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Or Box Boy.
Dude, Jason, Cody, and I played Triforce Heroes so much. It was so much fun. I remember whenever we weren't playing with Jason, Cody and I would get like a third random guy, and he'd mess up, and Cody would just keep tapping the same emoji, like the pom pom one, like "great job," like sarcastically. And oh my gosh, it was so much fun. More important, actually, two things: the Sky 5 was also out, and more importantly, I fell in love with Final Fantasy 14.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That's when the craze started.
Oh my god, that game consumed my life for months, and at some point I'm gonna go back to it again. But my goodness, Triforce, like October was a fantastic month. I had so much fun with Triforce Heroes. I had so much fun with the Sky and Final Fantasy. Oh man, good times.
November, Fallout 4.
I was never so disappointed in a game.
But it came
Sorry, I
with the
thought that would
Pip-Boy.
bring some joy.
I did get the Pip-Boy edition. Fantastic.
Yeah,
I never beat that game either. I stopped. Oh, that's spoilers. I'm not going to say anything.
I'm
Also-
still trying to beat it. I'm like,
Yeah,
like I was saying earlier, I don't have the
I haven't
time, but
picked it
I'm
up in
like
like a
halfway
month or
through.
so.
I haven't played it in like a month, but I did a second playthrough, and I played it very differently from my first one. But it's a very good game. It's more Fallout, and unfortunately, I was expecting this crazy sprawling epic when really it's just it's another Fallout that improves upon many things, and I didn't look at it like that. I was expecting looking at it the same way I looked at Diablo 3, and it's ultimately disappointed, but it's still a lot of fun.
Yeah, but Fallout's one of those games. Like I haven't played it in a month or so. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I haven't played it in a month or so. It's one of those games that like it's hard for me to pick up and play, but then whenever I do play it, I always have a good time. It's just that like it's hard for me to get into it.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. That's fair.
December was PSX. You guys went there.
Yes. Oh my god, that was for me the best weekend of my life.
Yeah, I think that's probably my highlight of. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's definitely one of the highlights. Definitely up there of experiences I've had with the Game Boy. Even though I technically wasn't with you guys then,
in
It
spirit.
was.
Just
Well, I
everything
mean, I
about
was
like
there, but I mean, I wasn't like.
In game state
Part of
or
the
at
team.
GameSpot. Not,
yeah, like going to San Francisco, like traveling alone by myself for the first time. The first day, dropping my laptop on some guy's head. That was a
that was
great
so fun.
start. Like,
No, you were on the plane. You were like, I feel so bad. I just dropped my laptop on some dude's
I
head.
like didn't help like, the anxiety of traveling by myself for the first time. Stack that on top of dropping my laptop and something. I was like, oh my, I felt so bad. I never felt so bad in my life.
Wasn't it like an old man too or something?
Dude's like middle aged, probably like 40 or around
Okay.
50. And I was
Oh,
like,
man.
oh no, like I just like of all things that happened, that
Like you just gave him like dementia early in life.
guy just has a permanent concussion. Like, oh, what did I do? But yeah, like
Oh.
just
Brett, remember it took us like an hour to find each other
oh
in
my
that
god,
port?
yeah, we got to the airport and like I was at a different terminal than Jason, so I had to like walk to him. And then we finally met up and we finally, we got into the city and everything. It was a struggle because like I would walk underground and my phone service like would just not exist anymore. And like I'd be like, hello, hello, and like Jason would answer like, oh geez, there's no serves now. But yeah, it was worth it because like San Francisco is really cool as a tourist, and just going there and walking around and seeing people like Marty Sleva, Vincent Genito, all people from so many different outlets, and I'm just walking up to them.
Gio Corsi.
Yeah, Joe
Oh,
Corsi,
yeah.
and just shaking the hand like, hey, I'm a huge fan of you guys. I really appreciate the stuff you do for video games and all that and everything. And they were thankful, and it was just really cool to just converse with them, in person as opposed to on the internet, on Twitter or something. And then my personal ultimate highlight was meeting Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty. Like those two are my biggest heroes, and albeit for 3 seconds because they were running low on time. It was so cool.
Was Kevin
Yeah.
there?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I loved when we were standing in line to play what was the Fat Princess, and you saw Colin walk by, and you're like, "I'll be right back." And you just
Oh,
like take
God,
off to
it's
go like that.
I was like, I have to, like, I need to go. Like, I
Yeah.
at Colin, and I shook his hand and everything. I just told him like how thankful I was for him. Everything's done, and like he was like, oh, where are you from? Like, I'm just outside of Philly. We like talked for a few minutes, and I just let him go because I don't want to hold him up or anything. But that was just really cool. Like, oh my god, like Colin already like walks right past me. Like, I have to go say hi.
Yeah, it was a good time.
January, it was PAX South. I was there. No one else. The goal for next year is to have at least one more person. So me and John are by ourselves.
There you go.
Looking at you, Mike.
I would go, but I'm not. I don't want to fly to Texas just for. Well, actually, I did.
Dude.
It's California for a weekend, so
Fly to Texas.
I was like to go to Texas for a weekend.
Texas is fun.
Plus, it's an excuse to actually go to Texas.
Yeah, go to Texas.
Seems
You
cool.
could like go to a Mavericks game.
Go to
I heard you're not supposed to mess with Texas.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It'll punch you. But PAX South, that was really cool. First meet up with one of the person from the Gamble, which was John. Just meeting all the devs was probably my favorite part of that whole thing. Just because it wasn't as many like with PSX, like it's a ton of guys that you just see like that you like look up to like in the industry, like guys like from IGN and kind of funny guys. Like here there weren't really as many big people like that. It's kind of a smaller convention for sure than PSX. But just meeting like with the devs, just because the ones that we had appointments with that we actually went in depth with, I thought, because all of them are really cool guys. The guys behind Polynite Games, behind Interspace, who's Lightfall. I wrote the Lightfall article and I still don't remember.
Yes,
But yeah, guys behind Lightfall, and then guys behind Marble Mountain, the VR game. Just meeting all those guys were super cool. That was definitely my favorite part, other than meeting John. We just one night after, I think it was on the Friday night, which was after the first day, we just went into his room. We ordered pizza. We just played games for a couple hours, which was awesome. So yeah, PAX South was really fun. One of the best experiences for sure. And then February this year, the 1 year anniversary.
which leads us into Jacob Dekker.
Jake, yeah.
Last but not least.
All right. I've been trying to think of a good way to like I guess, put this into words.
Get your tissues ready.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be it's probably not going to be a tug on the heartstrings, but no, I just want to say how like, see, I don't even know how to say this.
Let it out, man.
To do something like this for free for a long time, like you kind of have to really love it. And not only do you have to really love it, but you have to have people pushing you. At least I do. And like for a long time, I tried to do this kind of stuff by myself. Like I started different blogs. I like did videos about this, and all of it kind of fizzled out. And then when I found ICDGA Gaming, it kind of kept me on track. But it was like I still kind of about it because I don't know. No offense, Grant, but it was pretty unorganized. I think
Yeah,
you know
for
this
sure.
stuff.
It's a
And
big
then-
mistake.
How dare you, sir?
And then once we all kind of like got our heads together and we all had this idea for the game boat, there was something like almost, I don't want to say.
It was magical.
See, that's the word I was thinking, but I didn't want to say that. But there was something about that. It all just like felt right. It felt like a really good idea, and it was, I don't know, it was just a risk, and like we were all kind of worried about it. We weren't sure if it would last that long. And to be honest, for a while there, I didn't think we'd make it a year. I didn't think you guys would make it a year. Clearly, I didn't make it a year.
Quite honest.
But it did, and I think it'll continue, and that makes me excited. I mean, it's still the only podcast that I listen to. I kind of stopped listening to all podcasts, but I still listen to the Game Bolt podcast, although I miss quite a few episodes here and there. But I did hear last week, so I'm pretty sure the week before that. And yeah, I guess just to have like a support system like this to like not only with gaming and like writing, but also with all the stuff that's going on in our lives and whatnot. It just kind of like pushed me to go further, and hopefully I pushed other people to go further, and it just kind of worked together. And like I definitely wouldn't have had the opportunity to intern at GameSpot if it wasn't for that, and I wouldn't. I mean, there's so much I'm indebted to the Game Bolt and
Look at
the
you
staff, and yeah, that's about all I have to say.
Well said, Jake.
Also, all the inside jokes are pretty great.
They are.
Classic Jake.
Classic Jake. That has been, I like that ending. This is a very long episode, but that's okay because it's a special 50th episode of the Game Bolt Podcast, your weekly dose of lightning in a bottle. The official podcast of the GameBolt.com.
The official game poll of the podcast.com.
Damn.
Plus iTunes every Tuesday, YouTube every Wednesday. Recent stuff that we have done. Bringing up the website
Firewatch
that I
review.
closed it down. Firewatch review.
Digimon.
Most anticipated games of 2016.
I don't know the name of the game. Digimon Story Cyber or something. Written by Kevin Green.
Top 5 games that will test the limits of your relationship by Brian.
Yes, we have a lot going on right now.
Lots of stuff.
Fire Emblem Fates is out this week. Ooh, baby, I am psyched.
Also, one more thing. Shout out to Kevin Punta.
Panta.
Yes. Great fella.
I don't have anything to say other than that, but
Shout out to Kevin.
Great human.
For no particular reason.
Yeah.
You can find me on Twitter at GrantRam3. Brett, where would we find you?
You can find me at Brett Woodmansee, WOODMANSEE.
Jason.
You can find me at J_Smash1.
And Jake.
You can find me at Jacob Deck.
And you can find Cody at YDocVader.
You can find Kevin at Punta. No, I don't know what Kevin's Twitter is off the top of my head. You can follow the site at _GameBolt. That's all we have for this week. Thanks for staying tuned for our special
And John
episode.
at Disco Panda 9000.
Yeah, and John. And we'll see you all next week.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much.
Stay classy.